It's Mindful Mornings. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mindful Mornings. All right. And we are on, and Facebook is normal today. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube is normal today. So this is good. Hi, everyone. Good morning, Blue Lotus Essentials. I'm still going to do a review for you. Blue Lotus Essentials sent me this beautiful package of body scrub that was just absolutely amazing. And so I am going to do a video testimonial for you. Thank you. Thank you. Bringing in a little bit of, leafy green today. Bringing in a little something, something. How is everyone today? Hope everyone is having a wonderful morning already. I know I am. There are so many things happening in the world right now. I always choose to look at the bright side of everything, and I just see so many possibilities and so much opportunity for greatness and for change, and I'm just super excited. Good morning, Cindy. Yes, I am just super excited about the world right now, definitely. All right, good morning, everyone. Hey, Mike. All right. So we are going to get started in just a bit, but I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. Thank you for joining Mindful Mornings. And we are here. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Frequency Friday. So don't forget Frequency Friday. Every Friday, I do the singing bowls. It's a special edition of Mindful Mornings. And I do the singing bowls while also, good morning, Mike, while also, guiding you guys through a wonderful, relaxing meditation. So that is Frequency Fridays, and we are doing that tomorrow. All right. Yes, exactly. Hello. Okay, and the co-host is coming in.
Good morning.
She's coming in. That's right.
I'm ready to meditate.
That's right. So today, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today, we are going to work on balancing our heart chakra because that's what people need right now. Your heart chakra is right here in the center of your chest, and your heart chakra is where you hold a lot of negativity. If it's not balanced, obviously the heart chakra is full of positivity as well. But right now, I'm just going to talk about when it's not in balance. When the heart chakra is not in balance, there is a lot of, there can be anger held in there, heartache and pain, emotional trauma that you may have experienced from childhood until now. And if you've experienced multiple emotional traumas, which most people have, it builds up over time. And so it's really important. This is one of all the chakras are extremely important, but in my opinion, this is one of the most important chakras to make sure that you keep maintained, because as we go through life, shit happens, life happens. And we're always in the midst of, not always, but often throughout our lives are in the midst of troubling times, hard times, stressful times. And as we encounter these times, that stress builds up in our system and builds up in our system. And when that happens over time, it can start causing a lot of serious issues. It can cause emotional issues, emotional disorders. It can cause anxiety, depression. It can cause physical issues. Your body can actually start breaking down on you. So I'm going to give you guys a quick story about how that happened to me and how I got on my healing path, actually. So for those of you who don't know, many of you already know, but I used to be a vice president for a finance company. And I was in that field for about 13 years, right out of college. And I became a very, very young executive. And I was still in my 20s, and just, the only Black female executive in my company, and sometimes the only female in the room, period. And so I had a lot of stress on me. There was a lot of stress. But if you would have asked me at the time, I would have said, no, I'm not stressed. I felt like, I'm successful. I'm making good money. I'm ahead of my time for my age bracket. Like, life is great. If you would have asked me at the time, that's what I would have said. However, what ended up happening is all of that stress built up over time. I never took a vacation because in my mind at the time, I was like, nope, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work really, really hard. I'm going to prove myself. And it did work to keep getting me elevated in the company. But But what ended up happening was I traded off my health for that. That's what happened. And so what happened is my body actually started breaking down on me. This was back in 2006. It started in 2005. My body started breaking down on me. I had partial paralysis. Like what I'm doing right now, I couldn't do. I could not do. I couldn't walk most of the time. Sometimes when I could walk, I was walking with a cane. Okay. So I had developed an anxiety issue. The doctors didn't know what was wrong with me. They put me on all kinds of medication. All kinds of tests were coming back normal. They're like, well, we don't know what's wrong with you. Well, clearly something's wrong because I can't use my hands and I can't walk. So something's going on, but all the tests would come back normal. And then I finally discovered that, this is stress. And I discovered it because my sister's a therapist and she's the one who posed the question to me, well, what if it's stress? And again, at the time I was like, I don't feel stressed. Life is great. I'm making money. I'm good. Like, I was like, life is great. But when I had to really ask myself that question, that was a mirror moment. I had to look in the mirror. Yes, exactly, Dominic. He said the universe sitting you down to make you remember who you are. Exactly. And I'll dial back to that in a second. So, because that's exactly what was happening. But at the time, I'm going through all of this. I'm on all this medication. I gained like 80 or 100 pounds. I don't remember. It was a lot. And all of a sudden, I started getting depressed because of that and because I couldn't walk and all of these things, right? So then once I realized what it was and the doctors had no clue and they couldn't help me, that's when I snapped out of it. And I was just like, oh, I got this. Because I forgot I'm a natural born healer. I've always been able to heal since I was a child. But this is what I talk about a lot of times. And I'm using my story as an example because a lot of you, I'm sure, can relate. And this is what I talk about a lot of times about when you're stuck in something, when you're stuck in a mode and you are stuck in your despair of what is happening and what is going on. It is so easy to forget your power. Even someone like me who was born with so many spiritual gifts and born with so much power and ability to heal, I forgot my own ability to heal. I forgot that I could heal myself. And at the time, I wasn't as good of a healer as I am now. But this is what spawned me on my journey. I was going through that for about 2 years. Again, partial paralysis, not able to use my hands, not even able to bathe myself sometimes, unable to walk, having anxiety issues, all of those things. And I was going through that for about 2 years. And again, this is because stress built up. And then I healed myself in 6 months. Now I could heal myself in 3 days with the ability, with the how much I've developed my skills since then. But back then I was, really still learning my ability. And so it took me 6 months to heal myself. And I was in the doctor's hands for 2 years and I was receiving no help. So my point in all of that is that when you are stressed and you allow that stress to build up, it's not just something where, okay, I'm feeling stressed today. You might be feeling fine, but your stress is building up and you can't just ignore your stress because it will come back at you. It will. And because from my experience, so since then, this is what spawned me on my path. And I believe all of this happened for a reason. And this is what I'm always talking about. The things that you go through that you think are negative are really positive. If I had not gone through that situation, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably still be an executive at either that company or some other company, not living my purpose, but making a lot of money. So, and that doesn't fuel your soul. And so that really spawned me on what I'm doing today. And so I tell that story to, one, explain to you the value of struggle in life, because there is always a value to it. And it sounds crazy for some people when you say that, but there is an extreme value for suffering, and suffering offers you opportunity. It offers you opportunity to change. It offers you an opportunity to look within and to look at yourself. And within that opportunity is an opportunity then to change, to take action, to do something about it. And also the secondary reason for me telling you that story is to illustrate what stress does to the body. And this is why we're going to work on the heart chakra today, because stress can really, it's not just a mental thing. It's not just an emotional thing. Stress can also affect you spiritually and it can also affect you physically. And the physical, it usually takes some time to do that. But from my experience, it only takes about 2 years from me. And that's my experience in healing a lot of people. And when I see someone who's having physical issues, for instance, skin issues, always stress related, unless there's some external circumstance that burned your skin or something like that. But if you're having skin issues like psoriasis, acne, things like that, those are emotional issues. Those are stress. And it's always, when you look at the root of that energetically, when I look in someone's energy system and I look at the root of what caused that, it's always something emotional. It's always something stress related. So, or trauma related, which is really stress. So, so anything that happens physically, whenever someone comes into me and says, oh, this problem just started, first thing I ask them, what happened 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago? And then they're always like, oh, 2 or 3 years ago, blah, blah, blah happened. And it was something big and traumatic. And it's because it takes about 2 to 3 years before, from the time that you have an immense amount of stress to the time it starts to manifest itself physically in your body. And that manifestation can be in your organs. It can be in your muscles. A lot of times it's in the muscles and nervous system. And it can be in all kinds of things. It could be growths that start to happen in your body. And so everything starts on the energy level. And this is why I think that the heart chakra is one of the most important chakras to make sure that you keep maintained, is because that's where, whenever we're stressed, whenever we're traumatized and we're hurt, we're betrayed, all of those things that happen throughout our lives, we store that in our heart chakra. In other chakras too, but the heart chakra is the number one chakra that most of those things are stored in. And so if you don't release that energy, it will just build up, and you run the risk of having issues like I just told you about, like I went through. And I see a lot of people going through it all the time. So this is why this chakra is really, really important to make sure that you maintain. So at the end, after the meditation, I'm also going to give you guys some tips on how to maintain the chakra on your own, how to balance that chakra. Very, very easy and simple. But first, before we get into the meditation, I want to, sorry, got messages coming in. Okay, I want to give you guys a mudra that's really good for this. So today we're going to cleanse this chakra. We're going to cleanse the heart chakra, and we're going to make sure that we let things go, because the buildup of that is what causes the problems. Not that you should be afraid of every time you go through something stressful, you're going to hurt yourself or cause some kind of damage to your body. It's the buildup that causes the problem. We're living a human experience. We're going to be stressed out sometimes. There's going to be things, external circumstances that we allow to stress us out. That's going to happen. But what we don't want is allow that buildup. You don't want to allow that buildup into your energy system, because then it will start to tax your system and start to cause a lot of other issues. And I could go on all day about how that works and the science behind it. But that's not the point of this discussion. But it definitely causes a lot of issues. So you want to let go of the buildup. So today we want to focus on letting go. And a lot of times when you're not letting go of something, especially when it's emotional, it is about attachments. So I'm going to teach you a mudra right now that'll help you let go of attachments. It'll help you, just really release that and allow you to let go of that energy. Because sometimes even when we cleanse our chakras, if we have mental and emotional attachments to people, things, places, situations that have happened to us in the past, then there's a resistance to that chakra being cleansed. So it's important that you are open to releasing and letting go of those things. Okay, so again, it's about wanting to heal, but it's not just about consciously wanting to heal, because obviously everyone wants to heal consciously, but it's about subconsciously being able to let those things go. So here's the mudra. You ready? All right. So this mudra is, okay, you put your, your two of these middle fingers, right? You put them together with your thumb, right? And so your pinky and your, kind of like rabbits. Rabbits. No. So, so it's like this in both of your hands, right? So these two are up, and then you're going to touch the pinky to the index finger, and it's going to look like this. This is the mudra. So like I said, guys, mudras can get very complicated with your hand positions. But remember, these hand positions are important because these hand positions create electrical and energetic circuitry within the body that create certain things to have that create certain effects on the energy system and on the body. And so this one is great for letting go. It's about letting go. And again, it looks like this. It's a little weird. It looks like this. Okay. And it's to allow you to let go of attachments, to allow you to let go of negativity. And this is this creates an energy circuitry that allows you to subconsciously let that go. Because like I said, consciously, no one's sitting around saying, I don't want to heal. I want to be miserable forever. No one's sitting around saying that. But subconsciously, we hold on to these things and allow ourselves to sit in that negativity. So that's why this is so important. So we're going to do this mudra today. Okay. And you're going to just hold that either over your heart chakra. If it's a little weird, you can hold it in your lap. It's fine. It'll still affect your body the same. This is really good since we're working on the heart chakra today to just hold it in the heart chakra, next to the heart chakra or in front of the heart chakra. So another thing that this does, where is that? Oh yeah, this also helps to increase your blood pressure. I'm sorry, not increase. It also helps to regulate. We're not increasing our blood pressure. No. It also helps to regulate your blood pressure. So this is also those are the health benefits, the physical health benefits of this mudra as well. Cheryl's laughing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the meditation now. And all right, so everyone can just relax. And try to hold that mudra as long as you can. And if you have to let go of it and then come back to it, that's fine. Okay, so everyone just take a deep breath. In and out. And again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one last deeply and exhaling fully. You can begin relaxing your shoulders and your neck, allowing yourself to just simply relax. Focusing your awareness inward. Focusing your awareness on the energy that's flowing through your body. Allowing it to flow. Feeling that energy as it resonates, vibrates. Allowing any thoughts to pass and just recentering your focus on your energy. And I want you to scan with your awareness. Just scan your spirit and your body for any points of stress, anger, anxiety, depression, tension, anything at all that you find throughout your spirit and your body, these spots your awareness draws you to that need to be removed. Allow it to be released by breathing it out and giving that energy back to the universe to recycle. Continue to search, scan, and as you find these things, release them. Feeling yourself relaxing more and more as those things are released. You can feel a weight being lifted from your shoulders. Continuing to scan and release. You can feel a sense of peace coming over you now. Like a blanket, comforting you, engulfing you in love, comfort, and peace. And you can begin feeling your energy within as it flows and vibrates, begins to vibrate more intensely. As your energy is being cleansed and purified. I want you to bring your awareness now to the energy in your heart chakra. Just become aware of the energy that resides there in the middle of your chest. Just feel what that energy feels like. Does it feel light, thick, fluffy, airy, heavy? Just see what that energy feels like. Just become aware of it, observing non-judgment. And now with your awareness, I'm going to scan that energy there for anything that needs to be let go of right now. Anything you may be holding on deep inside that no longer serve you. People, places, situations, emotions. Just scan now for anything that needs to be released, any negativity that may be residing in that chakra now. Let it be revealed to you. And as you see those things, as you find them, I want you to examine them, understand them, understand how they got there, and then willfully release them, letting them go, giving that energy back to the universe to recycle. Now scan, locate, understand, and release. Letting it go. These things no longer serve you, and you refuse to take them into your future and into your present. Release them now. And you can feel the energy in that chakra getting lighter as these things are released. You can feel that energy vibrating more strongly there. As it gets brighter and brighter. More and more being released, letting go. Releasing that baggage. Releasing those attachments. Freedom. Releasing the emotional shackles. Freedom. Right. Feeling that chakra begin to expand. A bright green light coming from the center of your chest. Outward, shining, vibrating, spinning. Allowing that to get brighter. That green light to get brighter and brighter. Lighter. More and more intense. You can begin to feel joy rising and expanding within that green light. Security, love, self-love, as well as love for others. Allowing it to shine freely now. No longer shackled. No longer boxed in. Feeling that heart chakra now beginning to expand further around you with that bright green light. That energy getting stronger, more intense. As you tap deeper into your inner being, the true essence that lies within there, which is joy, love, kindness, trust, excitement. You can feel that excitement rising. Excitement for life. An excitement for your future. As you move forward with no more baggage. As you move forward free to express your true essence of who you are into the world. Limitless. Allowing that green light to expand far around you. Filling that light with joy, positivity, excitement. And a smile begins to form on your face, truly feeling and connecting with the beauty that is within this chakra, the beauty that is within you, connecting with it, understanding it, knowing it, feeling it, being it. Freedom, emotional freedom, happiness, self-love, allowing the awareness and true connection to your self-worth to cement. You can see your worth. You can see your inner beauty. Allowing this healing to take place. All has been released. Nothing but freedom and joy remain. Feeling yourself rising. Rising in strength. Rising in joy. Rising in empowerment. Rising in confidence. Rising in self-love and acknowledgement of the beauty within. Allowing that beauty to expand further around you. Creating a law of attraction effect within your aura to attract more love and beauty in your life. Feeling that magnetic effect beginning to form. Drawing in abundance, beauty, happiness, love. Because you are free now. Free to live the life that you want to live with no more baggage. No more walls, no more boundaries. This is true freedom. Expanding your spirit and who you truly are into the world. Full self-expression and authenticity. Emotional balance and strength. Connecting with who you truly are. Knowing your value. Feeling that joy rising more strongly now, vibrating all around you. Excitement rising as you rise. Ready, free, happy, joyful, excited. And now you are ready to conquer your day. You are ready to conquer your week. You are ready to conquer your life with joy, excitement, freedom, and expansion. You can now come back into the room, still feeling that energy vibrating strongly, still feeling that joy and excitement rising, allowing it to remain, to carry this with you going forward. You can become more aware of what you're resting on. And with great excitement and joy in your heart, you can open your eyes. All right. And get some water. How was that? How was that for everyone? Let me know what's going on. That one was I think that one was a little longer than normal. I was just feeling it, and so I was just going. Tell me how that was for you guys.
Instagram is still meditating.
Oh, Instagram's still meditating?
It just
Okay.
came out.
Okay.
YouTube has a shorter lag.
Yeah, I wonder why there's such a lag time. Okay. Video says great. Ebony says beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Wit said great. Great. So I hope you guys, okay, Cindy said amazing. Powerful. Good, good, good. Good. Well, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully you're all feeling nice, light, and airy and happy now, and have let go of a lot of baggage and things that that you were holding on. Did anyone, I want to know, for those of you who want to share, then share details. If you don't want to share details, just let me know that, yes, you did. But if you saw what was inside that you were holding on to, anything like that, let me know. I would love to hear that. Blue Lotus said, I was distracted by faint maracas being played in my right ear. Interesting. That sounds like some ancestral stuff going on for you, girl. All right. That means your ancestors are trying to get your attention. Okay. That is interesting. So, Blue Lotus, I'm curious if you were able to see anything in your chakra when you looked in there. Mr. Mike says, feel great. A nice continuation from yesterday. Yes, yes, exactly. All right. And then she said, okay, Miss Stream said she feels light like a feather. That laugh you do after each meditation makes me smile. Great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm here to make you all smile. Mr. Mike says, does it make a difference lying down instead of sitting up? It does. When you're meditating, you should be sitting straight with your back straight, because your life force energy goes along your spine. And when your back is not straight, your life force energy can't flow properly. That will affect your meditation. That will affect the potency of what's happening. Because just picture a straw that's bent. You're trying to get the liquid up. It's not going to work as well. So you want to keep your spine straight. Laying down, even if your back is straight, is still not great because you're more likely to fall asleep. If you can do that without falling asleep, it's fine, but sleeping is not meditation. So a lot of times people fall asleep when they're laying flat. So I always tell people to sit up in either a meditative position. There's tons of different positions you can use in meditation. They have meditation benches. I showed that one time a couple months ago on the show. But maybe I'll bring one tomorrow in here so you guys can see what it looks like. But there are a lot of different ways that you can meditate comfortably in different positions. So you should find out what position works for you and definitely do that. CJ said, I was holding on to and talking to people a certain way. Onto talking to people a certain way. Now gone for good. Okay, good. I wasn't able to because of the maracas. Okay. All right. So you should, Blue Lotus Essential, since you were having the maracas issue, you should do a separate meditation on your own and connect with your ancestors and see what they want, because clearly they're trying to get your attention. All right. And Progress Attunement said, a lot of fury. It was like a thick fire over half of my heart chakra. Interesting. All right. And Bayo, a.k.a. Mike, my good friend from Montreal, says, thank you, Monica. You're welcome. All right. And Blue Lotus Essential says, I know I cut cords in that chakra and let people and places go, but I couldn't see that state of it. Okay. Yeah, definitely do. Great thumbs up, Mike. Definitely do separate meditation to kind of see what that was all about. especially the maracas. Whenever something like that is happening, like you're hearing something, that's clairaudience. When you're hearing something, especially when you're trying to meditate or when you're just, doing nothing and you may just start hearing something in your ear, you need to shift your focus to that and pay attention and see what's going on. And see what you receive, because there's always a message there. For those of you who have that clairaudient ability, not everyone is able to hear things. Most people either see or feel, but if you definitely have that clairaudient ability and you're able to hear things, then you want to pay attention, because that's the point of it coming like that, is it's trying to get your attention. Yes. All right. So does anyone have any questions? And I hope everyone is feeling great right now, like I said, and feeling like that energy rising. And please take that into today, and please pay attention to, everything, all the things that I said earlier on about sharing my story about stress and helping everything just, be released, and the importance behind not allowing yourself to hold on to stress and negativity, and the importance of recognizing, because first you have to recognize that you're experiencing stress, because we all experience stress. It's part of our life. It's part of our human experience. And especially because of the society that we live in, with work and family and obligations, there's always going to be some form of stress, minute or big, but even the small things that stress us out throughout the day can build up over time. So this chakra is important to maintain. So again, I want to give you guys some advice on how to maintain the chakra going forward. Obviously, you tune into Mindful Mornings every morning. We're always going to be working on stuff, and so if you tune in every day, you're likely not going to end up with a buildup of things unless you have a long, really, really deep buildup already. But going forward, you shouldn't be building up things in your day-to-day life, because every day we're releasing things, we're changing our energy, we're shifting our energy, and that is really part of the point of doing this every day. Not only just to start your day off right, but to make sure that your energy is maintained properly. So let me explain how to. I'll read your comment in a second, CJ. I want to explain how to balance your chakra. So really quick. This is super simple. You can do stones. There's tons of ways to balance your chakras, but I'm going to teach you guys a way that is very, very easy and simple, and you won't need any extra tools for or anything like that. So you have a very strong chakra in the center of your hand. This is what I call a commanding chakra. Now, a chakra, for those of you who don't know, is an energy vortex. It is a energy center that transmits, receives, and conducts energy. Okay, so you have a chakra, and it's a circle. It is a spinning vortex in the middle of your hand. This is a commanding chakra. The fact that it's a commanding chakra, why I call it a commanding chakra, is because it commands other energy. When you move your hand in different ways over anything that has energy, which everything has energy, the energy has to follow it. It moves it. This is a mirror kind of thing, and everything has to mirror what this chakra does. So that's important to know, because this is how you balance your chakra. Your chakra is a vortex of energy as well, your heart chakra, and you have this commanding chakra here. So when you move your hand in a particular way, the chakra energy is going to follow your hand. Okay, so your chakra, all of your chakras are supposed to be spinning in a clockwise direction. When the chakra is spinning in a clockwise direction, it is usually healthy. Not always, but it's usually healthy and balanced. When it is spinning in a counterclockwise direction, then your chakra is definitely out of balance, majorly, because that means it's spinning backwards and there's a lot of blockages and negativity in there. Sometimes your chakra is not spinning at all, because that's how blocked it is. But so with this chakra, with this hand, with the palm of your hand, because of the commanding chakra there, you can just simply put it over. So it's just, you're not touching your skin, but you're just kind of putting it over the chakra. And then you start moving your chakra you start moving your hand in a counterclockwise direction. And counterclockwise meaning if there were a clock sitting up on your chest facing up, that counterclockwise. So counterclockwise like this. Right? And I'm moving it counterclockwise. And what I'm doing is I'm cleansing and I'm balancing that chakra. Sorry, I'm cleansing the chakra. So counterclockwise will allow the negative energy to leave the chakra. It's releasing that energy. And then of course, you always want to end with a clockwise motion, because the clockwise motion will then balance your chakra. Because remember, your chakra is supposed to be spinning in a clockwise fashion. So as soon as you go like this and you balance the chakra, then it is now balanced and it's now spinning in the right direction and it's healthy. So it's so simple. You literally just do that once a day and you're good. And it takes you no more than 5 minutes. And what you want to do is you want to really sense that energy there, though. Before you start moving it, you want to connect with it. And you want to kind of feel the energy in between here and here. And it'll either feel muddy, it could feel soupy, it could feel heavy, it could feel a lot of different descriptions. You could feel heat there or whatever, or tingling on your hand when you connect to that chakra with your palm of your hand. And then when you do that, you're going to, once you feel that, you're going to start moving it in a counterclockwise direction. And then you're going to keep doing that until that energy there feels lighter. And again, it only takes a couple minutes. Like I said, this is a fast way of balancing your chakras, and you don't have to worry about putting stones on yourself, sitting there for 45 minutes and all that, or, whatever people do. There's a lot of things that people do to balance their chakras, but this is the easiest and fastest way that anyone can incorporate in their daily activities, in your daily routine. And it's no more than 5 minutes to actually balance and cleanse. So again, the cleansing is counterclockwise. The balancing and setting forth is in a clockwise direction. And then once you do that, you're done, and you will feel the difference. If you do that every day, you will feel the difference. Now, you can do that with every chakra, but today we're just talking about the heart chakra. And because that chakra, if you don't do any other chakras, I believe, my opinion, from my experience and what I see in everything that I do, is that the heart chakra is one of the most important ones to make sure that you maintain. All of them are important, but the heart chakra is critical to our overall health. Everything is, but you know what I'm saying? That if I had to rate them, I would say the heart chakra, because when I see people with a lot of issues in the heart chakra, it really affects everything in people's lives. Everything. It can affect your relationships. It can affect your careers. It can affect whether or not you're confused about the direction that you should be going in life. A lot of times when I see people confused about what they should be doing in life, the issues that are creating that confusion are in their heart chakra. The heart chakra is just so, so important. And again, I told my story earlier about what can happen to you physically when you have too much stress built up and too much, other things built up. Because I had other things I had to heal from too, emotional things from earlier in my life as well. And so I've since gotten rid of all of those things, and that's why I'm able to smile every day. That's why I'm always so happy. People are always asking, why are you always so, not like, why am I happy, but like they always note that I'm always smiling and I'm always so happy and I'm always excited. And it's because I've gone through that work. It's not because I've had the, super easy life that, there's no cares in the world. That's not why. It's because I've done the work already, and I have managed my system, and I've managed my body, my energy, and I've corrected those things. And I've come to a clearer understanding because, well, this is also my life path, and I'm on my purpose. I'm on my path. So that's exciting. You will always be happy, truly enjoy and peace when you are walking in your purpose. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And as I said earlier, if none of that ever happened to me and I was still an executive at some company, surely successful, right, with all the outward appearances of success, I wouldn't be happy right now. I would not be happy. And so I followed my path and healed. And so that's why I like to help other people do the same thing, because just like at the time, I wasn't fully aware of how all of these things work in the body. And so it's important that I share those things with you all so that you can get ahead of that game and really start to live. And like I always say, life is meant to be lived, not endured. And so please live your life and be happy and do whatever you need to do to get you there. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of that journey for you all. So, all right, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow at Frequency Friday. Ooh, we're going to do a little dance, Frequency Friday. All right, bye. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, we're going to get off.